Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Carl J. Schneider Memorial Gym. For our matchup tonight in high school basketball, we have the St. Pius X Warriors against Barstow Knights. I'm Gino Monachino, joined by Cole Elling tonight. Cole, what do you think we're expecting tonight?
Hopefully, Gino, we're going to see a lot of defensive work by our Warriors, getting hard work done in the paint. I mean, we see Barstow has two bigger guys, but Andrew just really needs to control the paint, both sides of the court. For example, right there on offense, that's one play we need to execute is a lot of layups. Against St. Michael's Monday night, we missed a lot of layups. So that's one thing we're going to have to turn around.
Yeah, Cole, luckily we ended up winning that game against St. Michael's by a big margin. We shot the ball well and we played good defense. This Barstow team's led by D1 Division I player Jariah Horn's brother, Jonah Horn, and a kid I think we should be watching tonight is number 13. He's a freshman. He's the big guy in the middle. He's 6'4", and it's a big game for the freshman early in his career.
Yeah, you can already tell, even though he's a freshman, he's got some size, and he's not a skinny kid either for his height, being a freshman. But, Gino, we can see three missed layups there. These are the ones that Pius has really been struggling on this year, is just the easier shots. We can shoot from the outside, we know that, from Kyle Taylor, Johnny, and Nathan Storm a bit occasionally. There we go. There's a good layup by Tommy Homebreaker. That'll be the first points on the board for Pius, putting it 2-2 early in this first quarter. Yeah, Gino, I'm pretty sure it was 2 years ago. Barstow came to Pius, or it was last year. That's when they had Shea Rush and Jariah Horn. Gilliard. Shea Rush going to North Carolina. Jariah Horn going to Nebraska. Jariah Horn now he's transferred to Tulsa, but he played a little bit of time at Nebraska, so that was a very good ball club. Made it to state, ended up winning state as well, so that was a very good ball team. And a made three by Jonah Horn there, putting them up 5-2. They're going to be looking for a lot of inside-out action there, Gino, from Jonah and number 13, the freshman.
Yeah, Cole, Barstow last night played University Academy. It was a tough game for them. They ended up losing the game by 2 points. And as you said earlier, St. Pius' last game, we played very well. And hopefully we can win this game and get this momentum going into North Kansas City to extend our win streak to 5.
Yeah, Gino, there we see another basket from Tommy Homebreaker, having all of Pius's points. And there's the freshman working on the senior, Johnny Conforti, and puts it easy up on the glass, and that's 7 for Barstow. Tommy Homebreaker's going to take it up the far side of the court, dribbling towards the paint, picking it up, passing to Andrew. Andrew puts it up, misses the first one, missed the second one, but is fouled and will be on the line at the charity stripe for 2.
Yeah, Cole, early this season, we've seen the weakness for Pius has been turning the ball over. Cole, how do you think we can limit those and be a better ball club the rest of the year?
I think it's smart plays and confidence. There's a lot of confidence lacking for this squad. You and I both know there's a lot of athleticism on the court for Pius. Starting at the point with Tommy, going to the wing with Kyle Taylor, who can play ball, and down low Andrew Hipp, who has a lot of potential. So I think it's just a confidence thing right now. I think once we get later into the season, I'm saying last 3 or 4 games, almost into the playoffs, I think you'll see that starting to form and see that confidence knowing what they can do.
Yeah, we can already start to see these last few games. They've started to trust themselves. As you see, Jonah Horn threw it at the Braden Eccles' face. That was a interesting play there.
Yeah, a little miscommunication for Barstow there. Back out to 23, Connor Armit. And then to 14, Michael Bay. Jonah Horn puts the one up for the 3 and makes it from downtown, putting Barstow at 10. A long pass up the court from Tommy Homberger to Kyle Taylor. And a push on the freshman, Brandon Eccles. Gee, it looks like only 2 players for Barstow have scored right now. That's Jonah and Brandon Eccles, the freshman. He's coming out now, and coming in for him is number 21, Jackson Singleton. My apologies. Nathan Storm, the junior, is going to dribble around top. Cross-court pass to Kyle Taylor. He puts one up for 3 and makes it. Kyle Taylor's first points tonight, and Gino, that's what he does, isn't it? I mean, he loves that 3 ball, and once he starts grooving, almost no one can stop him.
Yeah, we know Kyle. We both know Kyle very well. He's a very humble guy, and we know he's one of the better players on this team. He can shoot, he can defend, and he's a smart basketball player. Next year, he's going to be the star of our team, and I think next year we have a lot of potential along with this squad.
Yeah, Kyle is. I've grown up playing basketball with Kyle, and seeing where he's at now does not surprise me at all. As he steals that basketball right there and drives in the lane, puts up a floater, and almost falls, but a rebound for Tommy Homberger, goes up and gets fouled, and will have 2 at the line there. Yeah, Gino, he's a really good ball player, very sound, fundamental ball player that loves to put up the 3 too. So once you see that confidence from him, the end of this year and into senior year, I'm sure we'll see a lot of ball from Kyle. Number 10, Wrigley Nuss will check in for number 12, Sam Rydberg-Cox. Tommy Homberger's going to make his second free throw, putting Pius up 11-10. Number 10, Wrigley Nuss has that point and picks up his dribble. Down low to Jonah Horn, but collects it again. Cross-court pass. Back out to Jonah. He takes 2 dribbles, pulls up and passes it back out. Shot up by Luis Cristofano, but misses, and Tommy Homberger's going to get the rebound.
Yeah, Barstow early looks like they're just trying to get the ball to Horn, because he can shoot and he can create. He's a vocal point of this offense. He's a senior, and he's the leader of this team. So if you shut him down, then I think you can shut a lot of their offense down.
Yeah, he's a very good playmaker. As that shot was tipped by Andrew Hipp and rebounded by Johnny Conforti, now Tommy Homberger's going to take it down court. Dribbles a few times, stumbles, and then down low to Andrew Hipp, who's going to make a spin move. Puts it up, no foul, and misses that layup in the paint. Wrigley Nuss up top, passing to 23, Connor Armit. Wrigley Nuss with the ball on the wing, takes 1 dribble, shoots up the 3, but no good, and Tommy Homberger gets the rebound. That's 3 rebounds for Tommy Homberger now. And another turnover Pius, and then a foul for Johnny Conforti, who, I don't know about that foul. It looks like he gets landed on his foot, but the ref calls it on 32 Conforti.
Yeah, that was a dumb foul by Johnny. He was trying to go for the ball after a frustrating steal. And hopefully we don't get a lot of those tonight.
Nuss is going to take it up the court, pushing to the far side and crossing over. He's going to pass to, Kyle Taylor steals the ball. Another good play by Kyle and puts up the layup. It is good. And that is 5 points for Kyle Taylor there. A great defensive stop.
Yeah, another thing by Kyle is he's, like I said earlier, he's a great defensive player. He's long, and he picks the pocket of a lot of people. As you see, Kyle loses his man on that defensive possession, and number 23, Connor Arment, knocks down the three. As Andrew Hipp puts up a jumper in the lane, that is off. Riley Nuss drives, kicks, 25. Luis Cristofano with the jumper, and it is off. And a rebound by number 0, Sam Singleton, and he misses the layup.
Yeah, a lot of hard work going on the floor tonight, Gino. Now inside of Ben Wade, a junior, very athletic player. 20 on the clock now. Tommy Homebrecker. They're gonna hold it for the last shot now.
23 is a freshman.
Now drizzling down to 10 seconds, passing it to Kyle Taylor. Almost turned over, and throws it away to the freshman Arment. And ref says no shot. Foul on the ground, leading to the layup on Kyle Taylor, and that Barstow's going to have the ball on the baseline. Chekazay and Thomas Ringel will check in for Tommy Homebrecker and Andrew Hipp. Also, Walter Bierman checks in for Kyle Taylor. So we have one starter on the court right now. Passing out, 1 second left, puts up the shot, and it is airballed by number 14, Michael Bay. That concludes our first quarter. Barstow 13, Pius 15. Gino, what did you think about that first quarter?
It was a well-fought first quarter. Both sides are knocking down shots, and both sides are turning it over. It's just it was a hard-fought quarter. Cool. Pius next Monday, actually Friday, they got Nevada again in a rematch. Earlier this season, Pius was down early, and we were commentating that game. It was 17-0 in the first quarter, and then they came back, and it was a 3-point deficit going into the fourth quarter, and they ended up losing that game. Cole, what do you think they need to do to go down to Nevada and get a victory against the Tigers?
I do think that the Pius today that we see playing right now against the Barstow Tigers is a way better ball team. Barstow Knights, my apologies, is a way better team than what we saw our first opening game against the Tigers. So I honestly think that it's going to be a good game, but I really think that our Warriors can pull out a win, and we'll see Friday night. Barstow's going to pass that in to number 10, Nuss. And back out to 25, Luis Cristofano Jr. And a made shot by Nuss, and he puts his finger up saying, yeah, that's all me. And that puts the game at 16-15 for the Knights. Oh, crossover by Tommy Homebrecker, who's going to take it in the lane, back out to Ben Wade. But no good, back out to Walter Bierman, then over to Nathan Storm. Tommy collects it at the point. Ben Wade's going to drive towards the baseline, 2 dribbles, pass back out, and he's double-teamed. Walter Bierman cross-court. Tommy Homberger up for the shot, and it is air-mailed. But Walter Bierman gets it back and puts in the up and under layup for 2, putting the Warriors back up by 1.
Yeah, that was a pretty good possession for the Warriors other than the air ball. They had some good ball movement. Ben Wade, he's an interesting player as a junior. Like you said, he's very athletic. He's a great athlete, football, baseball. In basketball, he really needs to trust himself. You play with him in parochial league. He's a good shooter, but he just doesn't shoot. I don't know why. He just needs to trust himself, and hopefully next year and towards the end of this year, he'll start trusting himself and trusting his shot.
Yeah, Janice, when you see him at first, you don't really see him as a basketball player, more of just an athlete. He's started football since sophomore year, starts baseball as a catcher, and very athletic kid. But we see Barstow go on a run there. Now it's 2017. Gino, I think it's just when we get into these later quarters, especially the third and fourth quarter, and you kind of see it starting here in the second quarter, it's smart basketball on offense that's killing us.
we're trying to pull up shots that aren't our shots. You know what I mean? So you see in the first quarter, we see a lot of layups. You see a lot of layups. Now we're setting for a lot of jump shots. So they need to. I feel like Coach Coakley should really hammer into these guys that they need to do what they know best, which is getting it down low and good ball movement and stretching themselves. Johnny Conforti's going to pass it into Tommy Homebrecker now. 5 and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Barstow's in a 3-2 zone now, trying to keep it out of the paint by double teaming the guy on the block usually when he gets the ball. Walter Beardman's going to push it up top to Kyle Taylor, then back to Walter Beardman. Now they're starting to swing it. They're kind of holding the ball a little too long, it looks like, on offense, Gino. Now back inside to Walter Beardman. He's going to try to put a bank in, but babied it up there, and that's going to be a foul on 13, Walter Beardman.
Another frustration foul.
Another frustration foul, trying to chase after that ball that was already in possession for Barstow. Nuss gets it up top and dribbles it down low, but passes back out to Luis Cristofano.
It's Lewis, not Luis.
I asked the coach, Luis.
And a turnover by the freshman, 23.
As Andrew Hipp takes a jumper and it is good. That was a good pull up by Andrew Hipp. As number 10 Riley Nuss takes it down the floor, kicks it to number 25 Luis Cristofano. Cristofano number 14 Michael Bowe. And Cole, this Barstow team is not afraid to shoot the ball. As we can see, they can knock down shots, and they have been early. So we just need to just contest all the jumpers they take, and we need to keep the ball out of Horn's hand.
Really good move there by the freshman Eccles, but no good. Kyle's going to put up the J, and that is airmailed. See, these are the kind of shots we cannot be having, is these rushed shots that are in not really comfortable positions on the court. And a great defensive play by Walter Beardman, the senior. And that ball dribbles off 14 Bay. Four minutes and 20 seconds here, Gino, left in this first half. What do you think we need to see out of our Warriors to get this lead going into halftime?
Well, Cole, how you beat a zone is ball movement. Ball movement, get into the middle of the zone. And see, like, Ben needs to take that shot. Come on, Ben. Just get the ball into the middle of the zone, keep moving the ball, and get good shots up.
Smart passes and good shots. Easy does it, right, Gino? So that's what we need to see with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Yeah, number 10 Nuss is not afraid to shoot the ball. You're right, Gino. He's put up a lot of shots early this first half. Over to Kyle Taylor. He's looking down low, but passes back out to Ben Wade. Over to Homebrecker. I feel like they're holding the ball a little too long, Gino. I mean, they're not letting things develop. And a block shot there by Jonah Horn. Nuss is trying to drive here, but falls. Luckily saves himself, but he was dribbling. Nuss takes it back outside. Kyle tries to get one there, but reached a little too far. Back out to 25, Cristofano, and no good, but a rebound by the freshman Eccles. And a foul on Andrew Hipp there. Man, Eccles is showing a lot of good stuff tonight, Gino. He's only a freshman working on the senior Andrew Hipp, and he is really He's got a lot of good moves down low, don't you think, Gino?
The ref. They went into the huddle over here and he was like, "Where y'all going?" Because they didn't go to the block. Eccles knocks down the first one.
Eccles knocks down the first shot there from the charity stripe.
This team is pretty young. Only 3 seniors.
Eccles from the line again. Yeah, Gino, this team is very young. Only 3 seniors out there and 2 freshmen. Eccles, one of the freshmen, goes out there after those 2 shots from the charity stripe. Tommy Humbergers passes it half court, dribbling slowly. 2:40 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, these last 2 minutes and change will be huge for the Warriors. They need to start making some shots, moving the ball, get some momentum going into the second half. I don't see Barstow coming out unless. I mean, it's kind of been working. They'll probably come back out in the 3-2 zone, but I just don't see it happening. Because I think Coakley will draw up a couple plays in the locker room downstairs, and we just need to score some points in these last 2 minutes to get some momentum going in the second half.
Yeah, Gino, these we really do not want to go down to the locker room after the second quarter being down, even by 4. I mean, we want to get this game tied or in the lead. Still a lot of time on the clock for the second quarter. We just need to see some stops on defense and some smart plays on offense. Over to Cristofano on the wing, dribbles up top, picks up his dribble and out to 23, Arment, the freshman. Head coach Billy Thomas for Barstow will take a timeout. Yeah, fun fact for tonight, Billy Thomas, the head coach, did play at the University of Kansas. Very good ball player. And Gino, we are down 22-20 right now. Anything you think of Mr. Coakley, Coach Coakley, drawing up in the huddle right now?
I just think they just need to continue what they're doing, except on on the defensive side of things. They just need to contest all the threes they take, and hopefully our shots will start falling on the offensive end, and we'll keep moving the ball.
Katie or David or Rocco talk about lacrosse?
Katie.
Now, the Barstow Knights pass it into Arment, 23, the freshman. Kyle Taylor's playing hard D, and there's a blocking foul on Kyle Taylor there. I don't know about that. He's just playing hard, tight defense, and ref says no go, so that's going to be a foul on Kyle Taylor. That is his first foul of the night. And a foul on what I believe was number 0, Sam Singleton, the sophomore. Tommy Homer gets the ball now. 2 minutes now left in the first half. Back in man now. No, never mind. Sorry, they're in what seems to be a 3-2 or a 2-1-2 zone. A rebound by Ben Wade. Tries to put it up, but did not collect himself on the ground. A walk that was not called there. And kind of a makeup there called there, because that was a foul, I believe. Out to Nathan Storm, who's going to drive and puts it up against the backboard. That is good and ties the ball game up at 22. A minute 20 left in the first half here. The freshman 23 out top, passing it over to Nuss, or my apologies, Bay. Back over to Arment, and down low to the sophomore, Singleton, but stolen by Tommy Homebrecker. Kyle open on the wing. He's gonna throw it away there. A poor play by Tommy Homebrecker.
Trying to do too much.
Tommy's really trying to get the offense going here, but he's just doing a little too much for his offense. Just trying to allow him to form the plays. $23 Arment up top now. Under a minute left. Oh, over to Profit, and no good by 14 Bay, but he rebounds his own ball and misses that one again. Down low to Ben Wade. He puts it up, and it'll be a free 2 shots for Ben Wade. 32 seconds now in the second quarter.
Playing guitar here.
The first one is good for Ben Wade, and now Chekese Anikwe is gonna check in for Andrew Hipp. And the second one is good at the line there. And Thomas Ringle's going to check in for Tommy Homebrecker. Arment's going to take it down now. Over to Nuss. Nuss back out in the wing. He's going to dribble twice. Look to the freshman. Back out to the freshman. 12 seconds left. Puts up the floater, and that will be a charge on the freshman. Ben Wade gets the charge there, and that'll be Pius ball with 10 seconds left. What a great defensive play to get the ball back with 10 seconds left, Gino. That was a great defense, and I bet they're very happy to have the ball back with 10 seconds left in this first half.
I agree.
A little full court man press here. Tommy Homebrecker easily gets it across. Over to Kyle. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds now. Nathan Storm puts it up, and it is no good at the buzzer here. It is 24-22 for the Pius Warriors, and stay tuned for our halftime show with junior Katie Taylor. Well, welcome to this halftime show, sorry. I'm Cole Elling, this is Gino Monachino. We are here with Katie Taylor, former friend of ours, junior at St. Pius. A current friend of ours, a junior at St. Pius. Katie, you play basketball like your brother, Kyle, who's playing decent tonight. Katie, when it comes to basketball, who has more pure talent, you or your brother Kyle?
I'm gonna have to say definitely Kyle. I'm not very good at all. It's okay though. He's got more talent than me and everything except for grades.
That's good to know. Katie, I'm gonna turn it over to Gino for a question now.
All right, Katie. So, you play basketball too. How is the girls team going?
We're doing pretty good. We struggled a little bit this season, but we're getting there. We had a big win yesterday. Play again on Friday against Nevada, so it's gonna be a good one. Everybody, I'll see you here. We're wearing pink jerseys. See you there.
Katie, I want to ask you about growing up, having two brothers, the only girl in the family except for your lovely mother. What was it like growing up in a household with such competitive brothers. I know Kyle. He loves to go to town on anything he gets his hands on. So competitively. What is that like growing up in that kind of family?
I mean, we used to go at it. I'm talking, we would wrestle like each other in the living room. Like we'd play one-on-one. That doesn't happen anymore because I can't ever win, so I just quit that one. But we do sometimes yell a lot. I mean, we're very competitive. Always fight. Always tell each other we suck, but it's fine. We overcome it.
That's great to know, Katie. Well, thank you for joining our halftime show. It's a pleasure. Blessed to have you here on the X Factor Sports program. Hope you enjoyed the second half, and we'll be back for our second half against the Barstow Knights. Thank you very much.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for the second half. Barstow St. Pius. As the Warriors start with the ball, it's passing to the corner to Kyle Taylor. Kyle, guarded by Jonah Horn. Kyle drives the paint, and it is a charge taken by Riley Snuss. I don't know if he was set there, but good take by Riley. As we see, they're wiping up the floor with their shoe. Barstow with the first offensive possession of the second half. An attempted pass into number 13, Brandon Eccles, is tipped by Andrew Hipp and stolen by the Warriors. Nathan Storm looking for someone to pass to as Kyle Taylor receives the ball. He's being guarded by number 25, Louis Cristofano, and he picks his pocket. Cristofano drives in transition, and it is a blocking foul by Kyle Taylor. That's his third early in the second half. These are two big free throws to tie the game up early in this second half as Kyle Taylor checks out of the game with 3 fouls. Kyle has 3. As Louis Cristofano misses the first one, the second one is up, and it is no good. As it looked like there'd be a foul on Jonah Horn over the back, but there's no call. And that'll be a reach by number 10, Riley Snuss.
Thank you, Gino. Ball is passed into number 11, Johnny Conforti. My bad, Tommy Homebrecker. Oh yeah, they're calling a flopperoonie there on 10 Snuss because that was mainly a flop, nothing close to a charge.
Coach is not happy with that.
No, he is not. Andrew Hipp's gonna drive and miss the layup, rims out of there. Over to 14, and made by Bay.
Yeah, you can't let Barstow have open shots. We know from the first half that they can shoot the ball. As Nathan Storm drives the lane, and it is turned over and stolen by Louis Cristofano. He's been very active early in the second half. It's passing to Eccles. Eccles to Nuss in the corner, into Horn, back out to Horn, but it is turned over as Nuss was a little hectic with the ball. Shoving your face with food, Jordan went to
Tommy Humberger gets to the back half court, goes all the way to the layup, coast to coast, and that is good for 2, making it 28 to 25 there.
26-25.
A goofy foul there, the ref calls on Nathan Storm. And that'll be 2 from the charity stripe for Cristofano.
After missing 2 in his last attempt to the charity strike, he knocks down the first one and ties the game at 26 early in this third quarter. The other one is up and good. As Barstow's going into a full court press, we'll see how the Warriors respond to this one. As Horn, not Jariah, my bad. Horn goes up to attack Tommy, and it is Tommy from the other end of the court, runs down and finishes a nice layup. Given to Eccles in the corner, looking for Horn.
That's Tommy Humberger's 10th point of the night. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. The freshman, Arment, is up top, passing it to 25, Cristofano in the lane, a floater, and makes it for 2. Makes it 28-29 for, and a block by Jonah Horn on Tommy Humberger. That's going to be Pius' ball on the baseline. And not a good pass by Johnny Conforti, stolen by the freshman and easily laid in by Eccles.
Got a little chippy after that play.
It's getting a little chippy out there. Yes, it is, Gino. But Johnny Conforti, a nice point under the basket, under Horn.
It's been back and forth this third quarter. I think it'll be a close one down the stretch. It's getting a little chippy down there too, especially with number 13, Eccles, and Andrew Hipp, as Horn knocks it out of bounds.
Almost stole by Horn there. Recovered though. Pius ball. Tommy Humberger is they're trying to trap Tommy at the half-court line. Pass that barely makes through the traffic. Up and one for Johnny Conforti. 32-31 with 1 free throw for Johnny Conforti. Johnny Conforti flicks and deals, and it is no good. Arment, the freshman. Nathan Storm guarding. Crosses the center lane, crosses back, passes back out to Cristofano. Eccles gets the ball up top. Over to Cristofano. A couple dribbles and back out to Eccles. Looking down low. A dribble, then over to Arment. Pass inside Eccles, but no good. Johnny Conforti kind of gives up on that one. He did have shin splints earlier this year, and he is limping now. I think that might be. But it was a hard pass by Andrew Hipp that Johnny Conforti never could catch up to, and we all know Johnny is not known for being the fastest player on the court. Nuss is going to pass it over to 14, Bay. Nuss back has the ball again. And he shoots from 3, no good. Gino, he's been shooting a lot of threes tonight. I don't know about you, but that's just how I feel. Back out to Conforti. Over to Ben Wade. Ben's going to dribble inside into the paint. Back out to Tommy Humberger, who acts like he's going to pull it. Oh, a spin move into the paint. Draws a foul. 21, Jackson Singleton gets the foul. Oh, no, it's actually on Nuss, 10. Tommy Humberger, first one of the charity stripe. It is up and it is good, making it 33-31 for the Pius Warriors. Tommy Humberger for the second one. Singleton gets the ball, then over to Nuss. Nuss waiting at top.
Yeah, Cole, like you said earlier, Nuss has been shooting a lot tonight. I just think he trusts himself. He's a senior. I'm guessing he's played all 4 years. And that's what our kids need to do next year. They need to trust in themselves, trust in their shot, and that it's going to fall every time they put it up. As Nathan Storm taking it down the floor, crosses over and makes a move, drives. Yeah, Nathan Storm, he's another junior. He's more of a slasher type. He likes to drive the lane rather than shoot the ball. And he's more of a pass-first player. He's a good floor general. He sees the floor well. As Ben Wade pulls up, and it's good. Like I said, Ben Wade, he's a good shooter, and that gives a 5-point lead to the Warriors late in this third quarter.
Yeah, Gino, I'm back to Nuss. I agree. I mean, we should see a lot of that from our players. And then again, no bagging on Nuss, but we have we have better shooters than him on our team. Kyle Taylor, as you said, Ben Wade, they can make more shots than him in a single game. I believe so, Gino. I don't know about you, but especially Kyle. If you see Kyle Taylor shooting like that next year, who knows how many points he could put up in a game.
Yeah, Cole. I don't want to make any assumptions with Nuss because it could be an off game for him. You don't know. I mean, he's still knocked down probably 3 threes, which is still pretty good. I mean, I respect him as a ball player. He's a good ball player.
Yeah, there's another one up for Nuss, but rattles out, no good. That one was in and out like a fast food restaurant. Oh, Andrew Hip with the spin move, but misses the layup. A foul there on number, I believe it was Ben Wade, 33 there. 23, sorry. Yeah, Gino, Andrew Hip's been doing a lot of that this year. Gets a lot of good ball movement around the paint and on the block, but just has not been able to finish a lot. And oh, and a charge there on number 10, Nuss. That is his 4th foul for Nuss there. That's a big foul.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a questionable call. I just think Nuss just was frustrated after the first no call, and he just tried to run into Johnny and draw a foul. But the ref saw that, and they called a foul on Nuss. That is out by Johnny and 40. Cole, going late into this first quarter, going into the fourth quarter, what do you think we need to do to retain this lead?
We're gonna have to see balls. We're gonna have to see games like plays like Johnny just did there, where you get smart defense, physical mentality, and just get stops. We can get some stops. We can make some smart decisions on offense. That's how we're gonna be able to win this game. And number 14 there with a good shot, Michael Bay. That is Bay's second 3 of the night.
He's got 8.
8 total. Out to Ben Wade. He's going to dribble a couple times around the top and almost turns it over, but luckily gets it to Tommy Homebrecker with 37 seconds left in this third quarter. Over to Nathan Storm on the baseline. John Coakley calls the timeout there with 26 seconds left. Usually when he calls timeouts like this, they're going to run a play here that's going to try to take off about 20 seconds. And then we'll see either a guard like Kyle Taylor or Tommy Homebrecker drive into the paint. And if he doesn't have a shot, hopefully he can dish it off to a guy down low, Ben Wade, Johnny Conforti, or Andrew Hip especially. So that's what we're probably going to see here, this finishing 26 seconds. And hopefully they can get a quick one here, being up only by 1 right now with a short time left. Tommy's going to pass it in here. I was thinking that when I got here. He gets to Tommy on the wing, who's going to put up a shot, and no good. That's kind of a rush shot there. That was put up with 18 seconds left. Now, number 12, Rydberg Cox is going to get the ball. Passing you over to 14, Bay. 5 seconds left. Look inside. to Singleton, who's going to take it over with dribbles and does not make it. It was a great defensive stop there, but I don't know about that offensive possession there, Gino. They put that shot up very early. I was thinking maybe they'd run a play, run some time off, and then hopefully drive it inside, dish it off, but that was not the case. Gino, we were up by two going into this last quarter. What are you thinking? What are you seeing here with this? Hopefully we're going to see the starting lineup come out, but you think we should, does anything goes different this fourth quarter for us?
No, I just think we just continue to try to keep it out of Horn's hands, and we just contest every three they take. We know they like to shoot, and they're good shooters. I mean, that's why they're in the game, and they're just shooting very well. And now on the offensive side of the ball for the Warriors, we just need to keep doing what we're doing. Joey. Just keep doing what we're doing.
Barstow's going to get the ball to begin this fourth quarter. Both freshmen in, Armit and Equals, along with their playmaker, Jonah Horn. A flash by Horn there. Equals picks up the dribble and hands it off to Armit, 23. He's going to dribble back up top, passing over to 25, Cristofano. Cristofano's going to dribble a few times, try to get it over to 14, Bay, but Tommy Homebreaker gets that, and he's going to take it down court inside Andrew Hip, but slips off his fingers. That's going to go right back the other way to Barstow. Inside of Equals, you're going to work on top or on Andrew Hip, and he makes it. Equals 13. Kyle Taylor's going to work inside, step over, and jump shot made in the face of Bay.
And another thing, Cole, about Kyle Taylor is we both know his dad and how good of a guy he is, and I really think his dad just doesn't tell him how good he actually is. I think his dad just keeps telling him that, just doesn't tell him anything. He just tells him good job. I don't think he tells him much.
Horn misses the ball there off his hands, and it's going to be Warriors ball.
That would keep Kyle just hungry.
Over to Ben Wade on the baseline and back out to Andrew Hip on the top of the key. And one for Tommy, or for Johnny Conforti, and that'll be a foul on Jonah Horn. That puts Pius up 38 to 35, 40 to 35, 36, sorry. Johnny Conforti makes his first free throw, his first and only free throw. Armit, the freshman, is going to take it over to the wing. Back out to the top to Equals. Then to 21, Singleton. Equals inside, tried to get it to Bay, but is overthrown out of bounds. That'll be Warrior ball. Conforti passed it into 11, Homebreaker. Who's going to dribble almost coast to coast inside to Kyle Taylor, and one right there for Taylor. and he will shoot one at the line, trying for a three-point play. A lot of great basketball there inside that last minute and a half for the Warriors.
Yeah, Cole, that was a big run for the Warriors. That's Kyle's 9th point. Kyle hasn't really been playing that well as he did at St. Michael's. As we know, he had 23, I believe, at St. Michael's on Monday. But still, it's been a great team performance so far for the Warriors, and hopefully we can find a way to close out this game.
Yeah, Gino, this is the kind of mentality we need in these last 2 quarters of basketball. We've been these first about 10 games, we're really struggling in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, which you can't have if you want to win basketball games. So Kyle Taylor's going to have one free throw here when we get back into play. Warriors are up 43-36 right now. But, they were only up by 1 going into halftime, or into the halftime and fourth quarter. So we'll see what they can do here. Try to finish out this game with 5:40 left. Kyle Taylor always know, I don't know if many of you at home knew this, but Kyle, going into high school, into 8th grade year, he was a national free throw contestant who placed 6th nationally in free throws. He won Missouri, went into nationally and got 2nd. I've seen him make 99 out of 100 free throws, so that's Kyle's 10th point there. Now, Cristofano passes it over to Singleton, over to Eagles. Now Armitt has the ball. Eagles at the ball at the wing, not looking to shoot. Dribbles at once, picks it up, and over to Nuss. Nuss pulls the trigger from 3, another one, but is missed and rebounded by Andrew Hipp. Down the court to Johnny Conforti, up, and it is blocked by 21 Singleton.
Yeah, Cole, in these last 5 minutes of the game, don't be surprised that Barstow puts up a lot of three-point shots. I know they're only down 8, but it seems to be how they're running their offense, seems to be their repertoire throughout this whole game. And as great pass by Johnny Conforti into Kyle Taylor for an easy 2 to go up 10 with 5 minutes left.
Yeah, that was a great look there by Kyle and Johnny Conforti. That was great work there on the inbound play. Jonah Horn up for 3, and ended up as good. That puts them in within 7. That's Horn's first point of the second half. Armitt tries to pass it off. Andrew Hipp collects it, no good. Johnny Conforti gets it back and makes the free throw. Oh, good job by Ben Wade, but just could not collect it. Good hustle by Warriors. Nuss gets it, and another missed 3 for Nuss.
That was good hustle by Ben Wade to get down there and contest a 3, as it was a good look by Tommy Homewrecker, hit off Kyle Taylor's finger. That could have been an easy land for the Warriors. A lot of hustle in this fourth quarter for the Warriors. Hopefully it continues on the defensive end. With a little under 4 minutes to play, the Warriors will look to close out this game and really contest every 3, as that one's uncontested. And that is good again by Bo, as he is 3 for 3 from deep. And that's his 11th point of the game. That's the guy you don't want shooting right now. He's hot. He's hot. And into Johnny Conforti, and there's a foul called by Eccles. That's a good play by Johnny Conforti, as he's looking to go to the line every time he's down low.
Yeah, Gino, a lot of hard work going on right now from both squads. We got 3 guys in double digits with points: Johnny Conforti, Tommy Homewrecker, and Kyle Taylor. The first one for Conforti is up and is good. That makes it 12 points for Johnny Conforti there, and he's up with his second one. Up and no good. Almost rebounded by Andrew Hipp, but could not collect it. Nuss has the ball over the court, and Kyle's playing some hard defense now on number 14, Bo. So is Johnny Conforti and Jonah Horn down there working hard. And that is a hold on Kyle Taylor. That's 4 fouls on Kyle now, who you cannot waste him. He's going to be very valuable in these last 2 minutes of play. Eccles goes and work down low on Andrew Hipp and makes the up and under. Eccles, he is putting in a lot of work tonight. That is 13 for Eccles, so hard work for Eccles again there, and a timeout for Barstow. That makes it 49-44 for the Warriors, but this momentum is starting to build up for the Barstow Knights. Gino, these last 2 minutes, 50 seconds here, we got Kyle Taylor with 4 fouls. Andrew Hipp has not been putting him in the hole down low with a lot of struggle there, and he's been working on, and Eccles is working on him. So I'm afraid we're gonna have to play some smart ball these last 2 minutes and 53 seconds, because Barstow is capable of putting in shots from downtown, and Eccles working down low too.
Yeah, Cole, hopefully that timeout will stop a little bit of the momentum after that big steal. We'll see what their coach drew up after this timeout. I'm looking for a 3 just right off the bat, maybe by Bo. Bo's been hot, so I'd deny him. I would not let him touch the ball right now. As it is passed about into Eccles, and a good look by the freshman. Horn could not get the pass.
Cristofano for 3, no good. Rebounded by Andrew Hipp there. Good work against Eccles. Kyle's gonna try to go all the way up, and it is good. And 1 for Kyle Taylor. That is a foul on Luis Cristofano Jr. That is 14 for Kyle now. He is going to have 1 try at the charity stripe. It is up and it rattles in. It is good. Nuss is going to take it up top. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left now. Dribbles over to the far side. Gets the bar to Horn over there to Cristofano. And another one. And another one from Bo. That is 4 for 4 for him from way downtown. Ball gets into Tommy Homebrecker. Now to Kyle Taylor, who's going to drive hard. Look again over to Andrew Hipp and tries to look for Johnny Conforti. But that is a forced pass the Warriors do not need right now. Another turnover. Horn from downtown, no good, but Andrew Hipp gets the rebound. Andrew Hipp has been making it up on the other side of the court with rebounds tonight. Even though he hasn't been able to make great plays on offense, he's been really working hard on defense against Eccles. Homebrecker had a chance to drive, but pulls it out. Now the Warriors are trying to run a play to run some clock now. And another foul on Nuss, a hold on Kyle Taylor, and that is his 5th foul, and he is out.
No, that wasn't on Kyle, that was on Nuss.
I'm saying it's Nuss' 5th foul, and he is out of the game. That's a big loss for them. Their point guard who really leads their offense, and Kyle's going to have a chance now for a couple free throws. And wow, what a play there. Nuss is out, number 10, the senior. He's out with 4 points now. 3 points. And now the freshman comes in for the senior. Kyle Taylor misses the first of the line. And that one is no good either. A very rare free throw occasion for Kyle Taylor. I don't know the last time he missed 2 at the line. Now Coakley is calling Utah, which is a time. They're going to try to run time off the clock now. The point guard drives to the side, and then she's going to try to pass it up to the top of the court now. But Tommy Homebrecker is still dribbling around trying to find a man to pass it to. Now Barstow is going to resort to fouling. 57 seconds left. Only up by 5. So Ben Wade, the junior now, is going to be at the line. Ben has 4 points on the night. 2 dribbles, flicks and delivers for the first free throw and makes it. Ben's also a very good free throw shooter. Up and good, another one for Ben Wade. Armit, the freshman, is going to get the ball with 55 seconds left. They're going to try to get a 3, I imagine, or go down deep to Eccles. Back out to Cristofano. Kyle Taylor steals the ball. Back into Tommy Homebrecker. Up and no good. And wow, 2 shots wasted there. Ben Wade gets on the floor, and great hustle by Wade. And a timeout by Coach Coakley with 35 seconds left. Wow, that was serious hustle by Ben Wade and the Warriors there, even though 2 shots were missed. A lot of good hustle there for the Warriors. That's what they. That's the stuff you need to see in the fourth quarter from a team that really wants to win with a very experienced squad. Gino, it's 54-47. Warriors up by 7. What do you think it's in the bag with 34 seconds left, or do you think there's still a little bit of work to do?
Well, Cole, we just got to knock down free throws. That's what it comes down to in these late games. That's why all coaches at any level really hit on free throws. So hopefully we could just seal this one out easily and just knock down 2 or 4 more free throws.
I agree, Gino. The Warriors will have the ball. Johnny Conforti will pass it in on the far side of the court next to the student section. He's going to pass it in, hopefully trying to Tommy Homebrecker, but is not. Back to Andrew Hipp. Over to Johnny Conforti, who will try to be fouled. And now Tommy Homebrecker will be fouled, and he'll have 2 shots at the charity stripe. Tommy Homberger's going to dribble a couple times, spin it all, flick and deliver. And the first one is no good. Off the front of the rim.
Flick and deliver.
Johnny Conforti misses both free throws.
Tommy Homebrecker, not Johnny Conforti.
Tommy Conforti, my bad. Tommy Conforti. Tommy Homebrecker, my apologies. I really just said Tommy Conforti. That's a foul on Ben Wade, so he'll have 2 shots. Rarely do we see 4 straight missed free throws for this Warrior squad. Usually we're pretty fundamentally sound right on the free throw line. There we go. Ben Wade with the good one there, and that makes it 55-47, putting the Warriors up by 8. Wade makes both of them, putting them up by 9. Now 18 seconds left, and Armit gets the ball. Jonah Horn pours up from the top of the key, up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Ben Wade. Pass up to the court to Johnny Conforti, and that'll do it tonight for your Warriors 55. The Barstow 56, Barstow 47. That's 4 straight wins for your St. Pius X Warriors, and their next game is Friday night at Nevada Tigers.
No interview?
Thank you and have a nice night.